Time for Records and Milestones presented by Jim Beam. Drink smart. Mavericks are home tonight with the Lakers in town and with Dirk Nowitzki 20 points from becoming the sixth player to reach 30,000 for his NBA career. Here's what Dirk had to say about the 30K club.
Well, you know, as I'm still trying to win games, I'm trying to help win games. You don't really take much time to think about it, but, you know, as you reflect a little bit, it's always, you know, the hard work you put in comes to your mind, the championship season, all disappointments in the playoffs, all the summers where you work, all your teammates and friends and coaches along the way and owners and fans that supported you. It's been an amazing ride for such a long time. And I hate to say it, but it kind of flew by. You know, we always stayed busy and always traveling and always playing. And, you know, the 19 years seemed like it was 2 years. So it's been crazy how fast it's flown by, but had an amazing ride and some great times. A lot of disappointments, but I think ultimately those make you better as a player and as a person, and I'm glad I went through them. At 20, when I was struggling, I didn't even play it in times, and I was just on the bench, and it was so frustrating, I remember. And it's normal, I guess, you have some doubts creep in there. You know, am I made for this? Am I going to make this work? And you know, if you would have told me then I was going to score 30,000, I would have said you're crazy. So it's been a crazy ride, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
The shirts are already printed up, ready to go in Dallas. 30K. This is from Earl Sneed, who covers the team there in Dallas. By the way, I looked this up. In German, 30,000 points translates to Drei Bigtausend Punka.
I don't think that's anywhere near close to the pronunciation.
Probably
but good
not.
Effort. I'm kidding.
I took Spanish. I don't know.
I would just say,
That's my best guess.
I would just say thank you, son.
30,000 points, though. That's a lot of buckets.
It's amazing, especially for what Dirk did to revolutionize the position there, Matt. A 7'1" guy that could come down and shoot threes, and then obviously later as he got super comfortable and super confident in his offensive skills, the way that Don Nelson put him at the top of the key and posted him up and forced all kinds of mismatches on a guy you just basically, anytime Dirk wanted to shoot the ball and wherever he wanted to shoot it from, he could do it. And it wasn't just that he was shooting, it was the fact that he was making them and making them often. Over 22,000 shot attempts for Dirk Nowitzki in a brilliant career. And you think about all the swings and misses from Mavericks management, missing a lot of prime years for Dirk Nowitzki in his career, and still sticking it out. You know, trusting everything was going to be all right, that he was going to be there for the guys that they brought in, and continued to work. He's had an incredible career. He's been an incredible leader, a big inspiration in the Dallas community, and one of the nicest guys that you could come across, and a deadly competitor. So congrats for this milestone for sure.
Sixth all-time on the NBA scoring list, and by all accounts plans to play again next season for what would be a 20th season in Dallas.
Well, you know, when you've had this type of longevity, you know, that he's been able to achieve and doing it the way he's done it. You talk about the jump shot, but you also talk about, you know, as Bones said, the impact that he's had in the community and also in the Dallas organization. But for me, the thing that will always stick out was his journey to the championship and how difficult it was for him to go out every single night and compete and try to take this franchise and bring it to the pinnacle of where it sits at today in terms of being thought of as one of the places to go and be. And because he's won a championship there. And I look at some of the struggles that, you know, Chris Paul is having in Los Angeles now with the Clippers. And he and Dirk, to me, you know, were under the same kind of microscope. When Dirk kept plugging along, didn't know if he would ever get there. And I'll never forget, you know, when he won the championship in Miami, he had to run off the floor, Matt, Bones. He had to run off the floor into the locker room and just kind of gather himself because, you know, it was just so overwhelming to him. That's an image that I'll never forget of him.